Hey, what's up guys, Thomas Roger here. In today's video is episode 11 of the Road Subtracks, and yeah, let's get straight on with the video, let's go. So last Sunday it was reported by that Ed was recording maybe potentially another music video or potentially the same music video as past weeks, but you know, I personally think it's going to be another music video because Ed's literally, well, I'm not going to show off the pictures because it is paparazzi pictures that pretty much Ed's in the water with the thrashing waves at Norfolk Beach, and I personally think it's the music video for Saltwater because literally Ed's in the water, and guess what? The seawater is saltwater, so it does match saltwater with the theme of the music video and the song Saltwater. I still taste salt water, and I think again you'll be sinking in. Yeah, you know, guys, I can't wait for Subtracks. I do think we are getting close to Subtracks now, guys, and it is getting ready, closer and closer to Subtracks. But yeah, guys, last Sunday, we saw Norfolk Beach. And yeah, after the last Saturday's Road Subtracks video, and yeah. So on Wednesday, guys, literally, Frontier Touring announced that Ed's going to play some intimate shows in Wellington, New Zealand on the 24th, the 25th, and 26th of January, 2023. So potentially, literally, I got a couple of theories, guys. You know, I got a couple of theories, y'all. So I think Ed could potentially announce Subtracks on New Year's Day. Who knows? That would be crazy and amazing. Ed could potentially announce Subtracks on New Year's Day. Maybe the first single from Subtracks or the first two singles from Subtracks come in the 6th of January. And then in 2 weeks after that, on the 20th of January, Ed officially brings out Subtracks. I'm not entirely too sure, guys, but the 20th of January is a few days before Ed is playing them intimate shows in Wellington, New Zealand. So, would it be warm-up shows or the Subtract shows that Ed talks about? And I'll play that bit where Ed talks about the Subtract shows. Credit to Ed Sheeran Mathematics for filming this, and yeah.
Small shows around the next album as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Basically, we're going to do like big shows. And then a small show the day after, and then a big show, then a small show, and a big show, and a small show.
Doing stadiums again, or like?
Yeah, but we're doing it's because the new album's like really stripped and acoustic. I'm
Wow.
gonna do
Love it.
the big gigs, and then the day after I'll do a theatre of just the new album, and then I'll just do that throughout the tour.
Yeah.
So for every big gig, there'll be a small gig. When I do the small gigs, I'll be doing all the tour. Huh?
No, we will.
What for the small shows?
Yeah, I try.
There'll be. I'm doing a lot of them. I'm doing for every stadium show I'll do a theatre basically. Well, for every city. So if I play in Boston, the next night I'll be playing at a theatre in Boston, kind of thing.
Like literally, Ed did say like, oh, he'll play a stadium and then a city, and then literally, I think the first day of the Australian New Zealand leg of the mathematics tour is in New Zealand. So maybe potentially an intimate show before that. It could be a warm-up show, it could be a Subtract show. I do not know, guys, I do not know. But it is, or maybe if it is a warm-up show, Ed could slip in a couple of Subtract songs in there. But I'm not entirely too sure, guys, you know. I cannot wait to see what we're getting. But January and February is going to be such I don't want to say a busy 2 months, but you know, it's going to be such a crazy time when Ed releases Subtracks. I personally think Ed could potentially surprise release Subtracks, you know, that Ed surprisingly announced Subtracks on New Year's Day and then literally says the release date, or maybe just surprisingly releases it either in January or February. That's the timeline of when timescales of when Ed's gonna release Subtracks, yeah. But it's like Ed's playing stadiums in February in Australia and New Zealand, February and March, so potentially January, just before when Ed goes to Australia and New Zealand. But I'm not entirely too sure, guys. Like, literally anything can happen, you know, literally, we could potentially, guys, potentially in a month's time we could have Subtracts. And I'm saying that right now, potentially in a month's time we could be getting Subtracts. That is crazy to think about. Or maybe like 2 months' time in February, or maybe a month's time. I don't know. I do not know, guys. I do not know. But it is a crazy time. Even though it's very, very quiet now, January, February is going to be such an exciting 2 months, you know, with Ed Sheeran's music, with Subtracts finally coming out. The first ever Subtracts video I released was in April 2018. Me talking about Subtract theories and speculations. Here we are today, December 2022, over 4 years later, still talking about Subtracts, and we are closer to Subtracts than ever before, guys, with the music video shoots, the potential timeline of when Subtracts is coming, either January or February 2023, but maybe potentially before February, like with the intimate shows. Like, that's why I'm making this theory right now of where Ed could potentially release Subtracts just before the intimate shows that Ed's playing in New Zealand, you know, which I cannot wait. I can't wait for Subtracts, and maybe potentially see clips of, even if they're allowed phones inside of the theatre, or I forgot where it was, but yeah, the intimate show. Like, that would be amazing. And yeah, like the 6th of January, it would be, I think, 6 years ever since Castle on the Hill and Shape of You came out. That is crazy to think about. 6 years in 2023. Yeah. Yeah, that is on a Friday. The 6th of January 2023. That is on a Friday. I know the 20th of January is on a Friday. So literally, I'm just going to go what I think when Subtracts is coming out. So I do think, well, but Sunday, look, the 1st of January is on a Sunday. Who cares? It's New Year's Day. It's New Year's Day, you know, but New Year's Eve is on Saturday. And then Monday, or it could be Monday the 2nd of January. Who knows, guys? And then, so we've got, of course, that I said, the 6th of January, 6 years of Castle on the Hill and Shape of You, but Ed could release a single that day, like 6 years of Shape of You and Castle on the Hill, like strip it back, like no more pop songs like Shape of You, or Bad Habits, or Castle on a Hill. The 13th, oh my god, it's on Friday the 13th, guys. Friday the 13th of January. Maybe Subtracts could release Friday the 13th of January. That'll be a crazy release date window, Friday the 13th of January. That I said, Friday the 20th of January. That could be a potential release date of Subtracts. That Ed's got the intimate shows, the 24th, 25th and 26th of the next week of that month as well. I don't think the 27th of January. Why? Because Ed's going to be featured on Sam Smith's album Gloria, and Sam's album's coming the 27th of January, so I don't think Subtracts is going to be out on the 27th of January. The 3rd of February, maybe potentially the 3rd of February. I'm not entirely too sure. The 10th of February, maybe potentially. I'm not sure. That is exactly 2 months today. The 10th of February 2023. The 17th of February, guys. That is Ed's 32nd birthday. That is a likely release date for Subtracts, as it is Ed's birthday. And, you know, even though Ed's playing a stadium show that day, who cares? Literally, Ed could release Subtracts at any time in the months of January and February, literally. And then the last Friday of 2020, February, the 24th of February, the last Friday of February 2023, and yeah. But I think the two likely release dates of Subtract is the 20th of January, which is, of course, the Friday before Ed plays the intimate shows, and the 17th of February 2023, Ed's 32nd birthday, and also, literally, it would be almost a year ever since Jamal Edwards' passing. And I believe the entire album of Subtract is going to be dedicated to Jamal Edwards, I think, and Shane Warne as well, another friend that Ed lost as well. yeah, you know. Well, yeah, either January or February 2023, some tracks could potentially come out. Maybe a subtracts announcement, or maybe just a little tease, like, I don't know, like a yellow square or something on Ed's Instagram, or change everything to yellow from white. And you know, like the theory of the white subtract symbol and the yellow background. You know, I think that's why everything's white at the moment, because we know the subtract symbol could potentially be white. And yeah, and then maybe on the 1st of January, Ed could post everywhere a yellow symbol, just a yellow symbol. Maybe a subtract symbol on the 1st of January. Who knows, guys? Who knows? We'll wait and see. And I do have a road subtracts episode scheduled on the 1st of January. So I'll let you guys know when, if Ed's gonna do a subtract symbol on the 1st of January 2023. Literally, I've got episode 11 now, episode 12 next week, episode 13 Christmas week, episode 14 scheduled New Year. That is when hopefully we could get a subtracts announcement when on the road subtracts episode 14. And yeah, this video is going on now. I'm sorry, guys. I love rambling so much. Yeah. See you guys, and if you guys enjoyed this video of the road subtracts episode 11, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.